Hello, my friends. It's Jen. I am back and I am here to talk to you about how it has been going since I have taken both Instagram and Facebook off my phone. So, I did do a quick update while I was in California. I had the honor of presenting at a C3 conference for Catholic schools, and I got to present on a bunch of different parts of instructional technology, and it was great. I did share that while I was there, I had a difficult time with not having easy access to Instagram or Facebook because, like, I call them the cool kids, all the adults I was working with were all exchanging their handles and stuff like that. And I normally would just add them right there. And I wasn't able to do that because I was going to stick to my guns. And it has been now officially, I started July 25th. And at the time of recording, this is August 11th. So not sure how many days that is, but I'm going to be doing this at least until August 25th, if not longer. So here's the thing that I noticed. I'm really not gaining, oh, good Lord, my hair. I am not really gaining very much when I do check my Instagram or my Facebook. Yesterday was hard with the Instagram things. In fact, I still haven't posted this, but I dropped my oldest off to college for the first time yesterday. And I normally would be Instagramming the hell out of that. I'd be doing the prep work before and Instagramming pictures of like all the gear all piled up in my kitchen, and then putting up stories on like walking around the college and the parent meeting and the room setup, like all the stuff that like all the people post on social media. I did not post yesterday because I didn't have access on my phone. So I had to be in the moment. And I wanted to share, it's so funny. I wanted to share those moments because I wanted the feedback. I wanted the comments. I wanted the engagement. I wanted the validation, and I wanted the comfort of other people saying, oh, it's going to get better. I've been there too. Leaving my oldest at college for the first time, like that's a monumental thing. And that was really hard. But I was able to do that with joy and pride. Like I did not break down at the college. I cried a little bit in the van on the way home, and a little bit last night, but it has not been earth-shattering. And I think one of the reasons why is I've been processing this whole time. I've been processing him moving on in this chapter of life and closing the chapter of his childhood life for a few months, actively processing that. And so maybe I won't get hit with an overwhelming wave of grief. I don't know. I also had the anniversary of my father's death also at the same time. And this is all around the time when I'm consulting, and I had a significant wedding anniversary too. And I've just been kind of like even keel throughout the whole thing. Maybe because I'm also tired. I don't know. But what I will say, as far as the social media part goes, I did miss it yesterday because I wanted that interaction. I wanted that identification from other parents that have been there too. Knowing it's going to be okay, Jen, don't worry. It's going to be all right. You'll get through with this. And here's the irony for all my instructional technology peeps. My son has been on a Chromebook for so long that he has very little skills when it comes to a MacBook or any other platforms. And my daughter had requested a MacBook years ago, so she has one. She is much more fluent in it. And I realized that, like, my son, as an instructional technology coach, knows very little about using these interfaces. Also, though, to my credit, I have said many times, let's sit down, let me show you. And he's always been too busy. And I think now being too busy is coming back and biting him in the rear end. But he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine, and he's going to figure it out, and he's got plenty of people around there. And he's got football camp for the next 17 days. So I am happily checking my my phone for updates from him, but not on Instagram and not on Facebook. So like I mentioned before, I haven't been on Instagram. Today's the first day in like 3 or 4 days. since I've been on Instagram. I checked it for about 20 minutes and then I set my Pomodoro timer because I had work I needed to get to for another PD. The same thing with Facebook. Like I was on Facebook for like a hot 10 minutes earlier today. And it's like I'm on it for long enough for it to be good and see good stuff and just quickly connect, tap in a little bit to the rest of the world and then pull out when I'm ready. And I just don't, there's nothing beneficial happening. It's just like white noise at a certain level. And I was just able to easily extract myself. I think that's the thing about the computer that I like the most is that it's easier to extract myself from the social media than it is when it's on my phone. Because when it's on my phone and I just happen to glance at it, I will lose a half an hour very quickly, if not more. So I just felt bad because I have not updated this feed on how I'm doing, but I really do feel like I could just not go on and be okay. And if you were to tell me that, like how many days ago it was, like back in July 25th, 15 days, it's like 16 days, I want to say now. I would not have thought it was possible that I'd get to a point where it's like, I guess I should check in. I guess I should see what's going on. I guess I should post like on Facebook the pictures of my son going to college and getting his college room ready so all the other members of the family can see and so they can share in that moment as well. But I did not feel really the strong need to do that. The only time I did feel the strong need to be on social media was when I wanted to post about the bittersweet moments of leaving my firstborn son there, you know, and just that chapter of life that is now closing and the new chapter that is opening. That was pretty significant. But on the whole, I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling really good. And I didn't think I was going to feel this way. I really thought I was going to be white knuckling most of this. And I wasn't sure if I was going to stick to my guns. In fact, I wanted to check Facebook and Instagram from my kitchen today on my computer. And no, I'm not doing that. My rules are it has to be in my office. It has to be on my computer. But yesterday was probably the only sad day I had, only because I couldn't immediately share those pictures. I had to put a pause there until I could sit in my office and do it. So that's where we're at so far. We are 15 or 16 days in, I think, and feeling really good about it. And I do feel lighter and my mind is slightly quieter and I'm looking forward to more. And stay tuned. I have a lot of trainings that I'm going to bring to this channel from some of the trainings that I did while I was away and that I have coming up. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And let me know if you're trying to stay off social media or if you have just two particular brands of social media that are causing you problems, like Instagram and Facebook were causing me problems. Thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon.